time for The Pet Show with America's favorite pet expert, Warren Eckstein. Warren is the author of How to Get Your Cat to Do What You Want and How to Get Your Dog to Do What You Want. He's here to answer all your pet and animal questions. And now, Warren Eckstein.
Is your Labrador behaving a bit loony? Are your Himalayans holding you hostage? Does your Schnauzer have you stunned? Well, if you love animals, care about wildlife and the environment, and want to really understand why your dogs and cats do some of the strange things they do, but more importantly, how to resolve any behavioral issues you may be having, stay tuned, because once again, right here, right now, it is time for The Pet Show, America's first and only real pet psychology, training, behavior, and of course, pet lifestyle show. So hop up on my couch. Bring those furry little buddies with you, folks, because it is that time once again to let the animal analyzing begin. I was going to say, hey, good morning. I want to say top of the morning to you on the St. Patrick's Day. I'm Warren Eckstein. You're listening to The Pet Show, the place where we absolutely, positively, never a doubt about it, love, adore, and as I stress every single week, respect pets and animals as much as you do. And I know you feel the same way. By the way, if you'd like to join me on the ever-growing Pet Show family, if you want to find out why your cat ignores you or scratched your favorite chair, or your dog peed in the house or is chewing everything or humps everyone that comes in, if you have a question about your pet, you have come to the right place. I will help you cope with your pets, but more than likely help your pets cope with you. Let's face it, it is not easy living with people. By the way, if you'd like to join me on the ever-growing Pet Show family, you have a question or a comment, just a reminder that thanks to my fabulous sponsors here on the show, everyone that calls into the Pet Show today and does in fact get through to me live on the air will be getting an amazing gift. I mean, a really amazing gift. Many of the items I give away are 10, 15, 20, 25 bucks and more. So if you call in and you get through to me live, a great gift will be on their way to you. You can even tell your dog you bought it. You don't have to tell them I got it for you. So I guess I should give you the phone number, huh? The phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA. That's 866-870-KRLA. Or if you're a numbers person like me, 866-870-5752, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Plenty of time for your calls. As I said, lots of great stuff to give away. I'll give you a list of some of the gifts I'll be giving away in just a little bit. Again, that number, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through on this St. Patrick's Day. By the way, if you're following me on Facebook right now, facebook.com/WarrenPet, I'd love to see some photos, if you have them, of your dogs maybe wearing a little green. Now, you guys know I am totally colorblind. So I got dressed this morning, and before I left the house, I said to the lovely Denise, is this green? And she goes, no, Warren, you're wearing a bright red shirt. So she made me change to put on something a little more green for St. Patty's Day. And by the way, the lovely Alex, it's really hard to say the lovely Alex. My engineer, Alex, will be playing some Irish music as we break from time to time as well. Again, the phone number here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Hey, before we get started with your phone calls, let me just go through some of the topics I'd really love to share with you today. But again, you know, I never get to all my topics. That's why you should always check out the website, thepetshow.com. I'll post a lot of the topics I miss here on the website as well. Here's what I'd like to talk about. Compulsive behavior. You hear me answering questions constantly about dogs and cats that have some type of compulsive behavior, staring at a wall, chasing a fan. Well, compulsive behavior in dogs are repetitive sequences of behavior that are pretty consistent. Compulsive behaviors can actually impair your dog's ability to function. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later on today's show. And this is the classic argument. I don't know how many black eyes and bloody noses have settled this, but in the classic argument, are dogs smarter than cats? Dogs, for some reason, always come out on top in terms of intelligence. But, wait a minute. Could it be that cats are actually smarter than dogs? Surprise answers coming up a little bit later on the show as well. Also coming up, a new study may be able to provide hormonal clues. Listen to me carefully. Hormonal clues into who has the potential to abuse animals and how it could be prevented. Interesting study I want to share with you. And harmony and optimum health are only achieved when we live in accordance with nature's balance. Goes for our pets just as well as it goes for us. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. Again, the phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Plenty of time for your questions and comments. As I said, lots of great pet stuff to give away. So, if your pet is jumping, humping, digging, not housebroken, chewing, suffering with separation anxiety, your cat's depressed, your dog hates other dogs, and some people, you take that beautiful dog for a walk and all of a sudden, Benji turns into Cujo when he sees another dog, or he just believes that it's his job to chase anything that moves, give me a call. As I said, that's what this show is all about, helping you cope with your pets, more than likely helping your pets cope with you. Again, the phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Plenty of time for your calls. As I said, lots of great stuff to give away. Got Lucy Pet Food to give away, Kids and Pets, T-shirts, books, the Hybrid Groomer by Bass, Authors with Gold, Mushroom Max, my own hugs and kisses. Everyone who calls in and gets through to me live will get a great gift for their best friend. And by the way, I'm going to talk to you a little bit later about a brand new product. Now, it's not available in stores yet. It's not available online yet, other than on my website. It's a brand new item. It's made by my good friends at Nature Vet. It's been around for years. And now some of their products, you have a choice, but some of their products are coming with hemp seed oil. Incredible results, amazing stuff. We'll talk about that later. But right now, the only place you'll be able to find these products, these hemp seed products, are on my website, thepetshow.com. They'll be in the stores in a couple of months, but check them out. 4 different varieties. Shoot it over to thepetshow.com. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. The question of the day. Just the other day, I was kind of hanging out in bed. I was really beat. I was tired, gone for a run in the morning. My feet were hurt. I just, one of those days, I wanted to hang out in bed and watch a little bit of Leave It to Beaver. And Cisco was right alongside of me, and I knew exactly what he was thinking. And he knew exactly what I was thinking. So that's kind of my question to you guys today. Do you believe that your dogs and cats know what you're thinking? Do you believe they really know what you're thinking? Give me a call, 866-870-KRLA. All right, as many of you don't know, because I've totally lost my New York accent, right, Alex? I don't have a New York accent anymore. Been out there 20 years. You would think I lost it. Anyway, the thing I miss most about New York, people say, what do you miss most about New York? And I got to tell you, I love New York. It's my hometown, but I'm real happy to be in Santa Monica right now. Anyway, but this is what I miss. Every single year, on St. Patrick's Day in New York City, I would do a segment either on the Today Show or Regis and Kathy Lee or one of the other shows I was doing. And I would always bring on all of these Irish animals. In fact, later on today's show, I will give you a list of all of the breeds of Irish dogs and maybe an Irish cat. And I'm also going to give you the top Irish names for dogs. If you think you know them, give me a call. If you think you know Irish names for dogs, the top Irish names, give me a call. This is right from the Irish Kennel Club. So we'll talk about Irish dog names coming up a little bit later. See if you can guess any. Give me a call, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. And the thing I miss most is that I had very, very close friends that lived in Staten Island, New York, the Flanagans. How much more Irish can you get than Eileen Flanagan? And they had the most incredible Irish wolfhounds. And their Irish wolfhounds, which, by the way, is the tallest breed of dog, can be 7 feet on their hind legs. And all of their dogs came directly from Ireland. They spoke a little brogue themselves. So the bottom line is every year I had the opportunity of not only showing this beautiful dog from Ireland, but actually this is the dog that led the St. Patty's Day Parade in New York City every year. And I was real proud to see one of the dogs I worked with leading the parade every single year. Incredible dogs. And by the way, for those that may not know this, the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade is the largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the world, even bigger than in Dublin, Ireland. It's the largest St. Patty's Day of the year. If you've never been to New York on St. Patty's Day, you have no idea what you're missing. Hey, the phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. So people say to me, Warren, you answer our questions all week long. You know, we write you notes, whatever. What do you do during the week? Well, if you've been following me at all, you know that there's a shelter in San Bernardino that has an incredibly horrible reputation. It's had this horrible reputation for years and years and years, and every time someone goes to challenge it, it seems to disappear and nothing happens. Well, I am going to be having a public meeting about that shelter coming up, I'm hoping, in May. It's going to be in Pomona, so I can have people from San Bernardino as well as rescuers from Los Angeles join together, because a lot of people from Los Angeles rescue from this shelter as well. And we're going to have a meeting. I'm going to have a city council person there, maybe an attorney there, and hopefully, finally, we can give the animals at the shelter. And that's what a shelter does, should shelter the animals so they feel comfortable, they feel warm, they feel cozy, and they feel taken care of. We're going to talk more about that in the future. But if you are involved with animals, even if you're not, you just have a dog or cat and want to really help me out, you can go to send me an email at mail@thepetshow.com, mail@thepetshow.com, and at that point, I'll keep you posted in terms of what's going on. Or I've actually opened up my office number as well, so you can speak to my assistant, Julie. If you don't do it on a computer, here's the number for my office. Leave a message. Julie will get back to you. It's 1-800-430-4847, 1-800-430-4847. Let's get together, and more people we can get together, the better off we are at being able to possibly make some changes at a shelter that really, really needs change. I mean, I just posted a picture last week of 5 dogs that couldn't weigh more than 6 pounds each, just shivering and freezing with no blankets, no beds, nothing whatsoever. Come on, guys. It's 2018. Shelter them. Don't just put them in a cage, shelter them. Hey, the phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. When we come back, we'll start taking your phone calls. Here is what I'm giving away on today's show. So every single person that calls in and gets through to me live on this beautiful St. Patty's Day here in Southern California will be getting one of the following gifts. Either my Hugs and Kisses vitamin mineral supplement treats. There's one formula for dogs, one formula for cats. I will be giving some of those away on today's show. Lucy Pet Food Formulas for Life. Also be giving some of those away for cat and dog. I'll be giving away Kids and Pet Stain and Odor Remover coupons, as well as those amazing T-shirts that say none of my friends walk upright. Copies of my behavior books, either dog or cat. The Hybrid Groomer by Bass Brushes. Arthrosuit Gold, Mushroom Max, Bitter Yuck, and Lucy Pet's Cat's Incredible Cat Litter. And I may even start giving away some of those hemp seed oil products by Nature Bed as well. So give me a call. I'll answer your questions, and a gift will be on their way. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Let me do this. Let me take a quick break so you can dial in. Give me a call. We'll get to your questions, get to your comments, give you some great stuff as well. 866-870-5752. 866-870-KRLA. That is the phone number. Quick break, then right back to your phone calls. And we are back on the Pet Show. You'll be hearing this Irish music throughout the day. Everyone's a little Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Hey, great time to give me a call. Plenty of time for your calls. Lots of great stuff to give away. The question of the day is, do you feel like I do, that your pets know what you're thinking all the time? Give me a call. Let me know. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Also, I'm going to give you guys a list of some Irish breeds of dogs. And does anyone know of an Irish cat? I mean, real Irish cat. Give me a call. Let me know. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Let me take a phone call right now. Let's go to Norco and Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Hi, Warren. One of my friends from her vet got a alarming kind of email saying that her dogs, all the dogs need to be vaccinated with dog flu vaccine.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering about dog flu vaccine, about the dog flu. Is it really necessary?
Well, you know, it depends. Most people should get their dogs vaccinated with the dog flu, and there's 2 different vaccines, so you're going to have to speak to your veterinarian. There was one type for a couple of years ago, one for the newer type. Here's the scenario. Let's take a look at your dog. Do you walk your dog on a regular basis?
I walk them, but they don't, at a park, but they don't interact really with other dogs.
Okay, but it's kind of an airborne thing. If they're going to be walked to the dog park off your property, I would say get the shot.
Okay.
Speak to your vet first and make sure you're getting the right one. But anytime, maybe another dog may run up to your dog. And so I think it's a good idea. I'm not pro a lot of vaccinations. However, the bottom line is if your dog's at a doggy park and he's going to bump in, maybe he sees, I think it's a good preventive. My dogs always get the para-influenza shots and we'll get the flu shots as well.
Oh, okay. Very good. Thank you
What
so much.
What kind of dog do you have, Jennifer?
I have a little rescue terrier and a little rescue Maltipoo.
They get along well with each other? Jennifer? Did we lose Jennifer?
Yes. No, I'm here.
Oh, did they get along with each other?
They tolerate each other.
It's like me and my sister. Anyway, listen, Jennifer, don't go anywhere. I want to put you on hold. I want to send you a nice gift. We are going to send Jennifer for her dog. You know what, Jennifer? I am going to send you. You got two little dogs. I'm going to send you some Orthosooth Gold. Easy for me to say, keep those hips and joints in the best shape ever. And I appreciate the phone call. The phone number, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Okay, so what is the most popular name? One of the most popular names for dogs in Ireland? Aiden. A-I-D-A-N, A-I-D-E-N, or A-E-D-A-N, Aiden, one of the more popular names, followed by Brian is another popular name, Bridget, Carrick, Kira, Conner, and we'll give you some more of those later. I can't pronounce a lot of them. We'll talk about some more Irish dog names coming up a little later. Anyone name an Irish cat? Come on, can you name an Irish cat? Give me a call. I'll give you a great gift, 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. Let me take another phone call right now. We are going to, let's go to Michael. Hey, Michael, welcome to the Pet Show. What can I do for you?
The reason I'm calling is because I have a female ball python.
One of my favorite reptiles in the world. If anyone out there has a child or maybe considering a reptile as a pet, I guess my two favorite, but you got to educate yourself, and I'm sure you did. My two favorite beginners would be either the bearded dragon or the ball python. They're such mellow snakes. They ball up. I've never seen an aggressive one. I see from my computer, though, that your python has an ulcer. How old the snake is it, Michael?
It's about 4 years old.
And how long has this ulcer been there?
Well, it's not an ulcer. It's when I pick her up, I'll look at her. She'll look at me, and then after a few minutes, she starts shaking her head involuntarily.
Yeah.
And it scares me when I look at her because it looks like she's having some kind of.
Have you considered it might be mouth rot?
No, I didn't know. Because I look at her mouth on the outside, it looks okay.
How's she eating?
Very well, actually.
She's eating well. Here's what I would do, okay? You're a little bit above my expertise. I can tell you about the behavior of the ball python. However, I think it would be a great idea at this point to go to a veterinarian that understands reptiles well, have him take a quick look at the snake, let him understand, or take a look and let him diagnose and see what the next step would be. Because, again, it's a medical issue. In terms of behavioral, as long as he's eating, as long as he's kind of mellow, it sounds to me like maybe it's not that big a deal, but I would definitely have it checked at this point. It could be mouth rot. It could be any number of things, but I think you need to have it checked. It might have been, do you feed him live?
No.
Good. Anyway, what I would do.
I used to feed her live ones when she was a little snake.
Yeah, listen.
Now,
yeah, my snakes all lay peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Anyway, listen, Michael, the bottom line is what I want you to do is have him checked by a reptilian vet. Let's see if it's probably no big deal, but let's have it checked at this point. It could just been something that either scraped against the side. It could be any number of things. Let's have it checked.
Oh, wow.
Do you have any other pets?
I used to have a Shih Tzu.
No other pets but the snake right now?
Right now, just the snake.
God, I don't know what to send you for a snake. I don't have any snake gifts here.
How about a T-shirt?
All right, on its way. Hold on. It's a perfect gift for you with a snake. I'm sending you one of my T-shirts that say none of my friends walk upright. It's true. None of my friends do walk upright. 866-870-KRLA. That is the phone number. Jam and Showday. We're going to be busy. The phones are getting real crazy. Let me go to Jan in Claremont. Hey, Jan in Claremont. How are you?
Hi.
How you doing?
One of my cats has decided the bathroom is a great place to poo.
Let me ask you a question. Any men in your household?
No.
No men at all in your household?
No.
How long ago did this cat start to poop in the bathroom?
Apparently, I thought it was just when I went to the hospital that started. So that would be like 2000.
So you went to the hospital and you came home and the problem started. Are you on medications?
I was.
Okay,
yeah.
I don't want to go too deep into it, okay? However, it's not unusual for a person that's been away from the home, whose medications have changed, when they're using the bathroom, when they're in the bathroom, things are different from the cat's point of view, which could create a scenario where, in fact, the cat will start pooping in there. So you need to clean up that area really well.
And I haven't been able to find.
Well, I'll tell you how to find it in just a second. What I want you to do is spend more time in the bathroom just playing with the cat.
Right.
I want you to clean up with the Kids and Pet Stain and Odor Remover. Let's see if that doesn't make a difference. Very common. Very common.
I also feed them their canned food on the floor, and they poo where their canned food was after it's gone.
You feed them in the bathroom?
Yeah, because when I have a guide dog, which I don't right now, I actually had to give the best dog.
Jan, well, here's what happens, Jan. What happens is by feeding them in the bathroom, they're getting used to eating in that area where the scents are, the changes in the scents are. So it doesn't bother them as much. So what I would try to do is maybe at least at the beginning, give them some of their food in the kitchen. If you want to keep some of their food in the bathroom, but you got to get rid of the odor, first of all, from the floor. That's number one. And again, the medications may have created the problem. So let me do this. I know
wait a second. I haven't answered your question.
Go ahead.
The Irish cat is a Manx.
And what makes you think he's from Ireland?
It was online.
Okay, well, let me tell you. The Manx cat, the tailless Manx cat, is as close to an Irish cat as we can get. It's not really Irish because it's from the Isle of Man. Good answer, though. But anyway, don't go anywhere. I'm going to put you on hold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a coupon for Kids and Pet Stain and Odor Remover. You'll be able to find it on Amazon. You can find it at Home Depot. You'll be able to find it at Walmart or Walmart.com. So it's around. I'm going to send you a coupon for it. Give me a call back. But that's good information because I want everyone to understand that if there's a change in your medication, very often when you're in the lavatory, the bathroom, there are changes. And remember, our dogs and cats' senses are so much stronger than ours that any of these changes can cause a reaction on their part. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. The phones are, in fact, full. I will get to all your calls. Be patient with me. Lots of great stuff to give away. And we are back on the Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein. Great time to give me a call, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Be patient. I will get to your phone call, and I will give you a great gift. I answer your question live on the air. Let's go to, I believe it's Deanna or Dina in Downey. Is it Dina or Deanna? Welcome to the show.
Deanna.
Deanna, welcome to the show, Deanna. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And about your question about do animals know what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have a rescue that's a dog that's part Labrador, and my husband says part space alien. And we have a cat. And in February, I had surgery on my foot, and I'm chilling on the couch, and the cat jumped for about 2 weeks solid. The cat would jump up on me and start purring, and it was a different purr, and I think he was trying to give me the cat purring healing trance or something. And the dog would sit next to me by the couch and put his head on the couch like they knew I was not well, and they were trying to give me what they could give me.
So in other words, there's no doubt in my mind, and anyone out there has been in the same situation, give me a call, 866-870-KRLA. When our dogs and cats or other animals, in fact, know that we're not feeling well, we've just had surgery, medication have changed, somehow, some way, they understand what we're thinking. They know we're a little down, maybe a little depressed, feeling a little blue about the way we feel, and they understand that, and they come over and just make us feel better. I honestly believe that our animals know what we're thinking way ahead of us.
Yes, they do. And the question I wanted to ask about our cat is when the vet explained to us that declawing a cat basically meant amputating the ends of their toes, we refused to declaw our cat. But I have trouble getting him to cooperate with trimming his nails because he's an indoor cat. And he doesn't intentionally try to scratch people or anything. It's just that when you're playing with him, he gets a little rambunctious. You might get scratched.
All right, so let's talk about how to keep those nails trimmed, okay? Number one,
Okay.
there are certain cats and dogs that just despise having their nails trimmed. And the reason for that is they kind of feel kind of tied up, kind of freaking out because you're holding their paws. One of the things I often recommend if you want to learn how to clip your cat's paws properly, and I talk about this in my book and on the website, is to get used to massaging the cat's feet every day with the nail clipper sitting there but not using it. Just let them see the clipper as you're massaging their feet, so there's a positive association with that. But here's something better, and bless you for having an indoor cat. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the store, get a couple of cardboard boxes. Go to a carpet store. Get some carpet remnants if you can. They usually give them away. Take the carpet remnants and glue them to the boxes with the nappy side or the back side out. The back side is the best way to keep those nails trimmed. Now, what you may want to do is, because every box has a different smell you're getting from the supermarket, the cat's going to be attracted to it. He's going to want to put his scent on it. Cats have scent glands on the bottom of their feet, so by scratching on that, he's putting his scent there, but at the same time trimming his nails. Let's try that. This way he's doing it by himself. You don't have to get involved. But if you want to trim the nails down the road a piece, you need to start massaging the feet, let him see the nail clipper, but don't clip the nails so that he doesn't associate with any negative. And down the road a piece, you can clip one nail at a time, make it a positive experience, and you should be fine.
Great. Thank you.
No, thank you. And thank you for understanding how smart your animals are. Listen, don't go anywhere. I'm going to put you on hold, and I am going to send you for your cat. You know what? I'm going to send you Lucy Pet's Cat's Incredible Cat Litter, the only litter I recommend and endorse, and it's on its way to you, and I do appreciate that phone call. Hey, great time to give me a call. The phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA on this St. Patrick's Day, 866-870-5752. That is the way to get through. Plenty of time for your calls. As you know, thanks to my great sponsors, everyone that calls into the show will be getting a fabulous gift for their best friend. And you heard me say some of the items, $25, $35, $40 and more. So if you have a question about your dog, a question about your cat, I just want to answer my question. Do your pets often know what you're thinking? Give me a call, 866-870-KRLA. We're going to take a break in a second, come right back to your phone calls. You know, I posted this on Facebook. And by the way, I'm doing a lot more on social media right now. I actually learned how to do it. So if you would like to follow me on social media, a couple of ways you can do it. You can follow me on Twitter, just at Warren Eckstein, Twitter at Warren Eckstein. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/thepetshow. You can follow the feeds here as I do live every Saturday at facebook.com/WarrenPet. Or you can go to the website, thepetshow.com, and listen to shows from years gone by. All my shows are archived there. And we just put this up. We are now posting my YouTube. So it's youtube.com/WarrenPet. Lots of videos there, lots of information there. It's all free. Check it out. youtube.com/Warren Eckstein, youtube.com/Warren Eckstein. Lots of great stuff. But here's what I posted this week, and I'd like to get some of your thoughts on it. When we talk about dogs and cats that are physically scarred, we need to look into their sadness in their eyes because their souls are often scarred as well. You know, as a behaviorist, for as many years as I've been doing this, I deal primarily with the psyche. And for years and years and years, even before I moved to the West Coast, I'd be at every shelter in New Jersey, Connecticut, New York City, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island. And I would volunteer my time. And I wish more people in training and behavior, I know some do it. When you go to these shelters and you see these dogs, you see these cats, they look depressed. They're standing in a corner. It's very difficult to get them adopted that way. But if we can socialize them and work with their behavior, they find home so much easier. That's one of the specific reasons I'm going after the shelter in San Bernardino. I want to make sure that those dogs are adopted and not put to sleep. Hey, the phone number here at the Pet Show, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Let me take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get right to your calls. Damien, Rick, Simone, right after this. Hey, we are back on the Pet Show on the St. Patrick's Day. Be safe, enjoy it, have a lot of fun, but don't drink and drive. Phone number here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Damien, we're going to get to you in a second. We're going to get to you as well. Simone, Rick, Bart. Great time to call me, by the way, 866-870-5752. Please be patient with me. I will get to your calls, I promise. I shared this on Facebook this week, and it kind of got a pretty good response, and I want to share it with you. Connection between the owner's testosterone level and dog stress. By investigating the connection between hormonal levels in people and their animals, psychology researchers at the University of Texas at Austin may actually be able to provide hormonal clues into who has the potential to abuse their dogs and how this abuse might in fact be prevented. The researchers found that men's testosterone levels determine their behavior towards dogs. Do you hear me? Men's testosterone levels determine their behavior towards dogs. Men with high levels of testosterone punish their dogs by hitting them and yelling at them, whereas men with lower levels supported their dogs by petting and praising the losing animals. Punished dogs showed an alarming rise in the stress hormone cortisol, a neurotoxic substance that can lead to destruction of cells in the hippocampus, leading to memory deficits. Chronologically elevated cortisol levels also weaken the immune system. These consequences might be especially critical for dogs in high-stress jobs with memory and health are critical to making sure they can do the work. To guard against chronically elevated levels of cortisol in dogs, the research suggests that people who are at risk for reacting negatively in stressful situations try to avoid them in an attempt to conspicuously regulate their behavior as well. So there you have it. Men with high testosterone levels are more apt to be aggressive with dogs than men with low testosterone. I probably don't have any testosterone as much as I care about the animals anyway. But it's an interesting study, and it may lead to some things as well, because it gives us some kind of clues as to why some people might be more aggressive towards animals as well. Hey, the phone number here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. Let me take a phone call here. Let me go to Damien in Norwalk. Hey, Damien, welcome to the Pet Show.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself? What's up?
I have a friend. These are two female people by where I work. They have a pet dog named Snoopy, a beagle, that had a stroke. He's 15 years old.
Yeah.
What would you recommend to help?
Well, first of all, there's a lot of different types of strokes the dog can have. So we have to determine what it is. Now, sometimes we can go to our general practitioner, but if my dog were having a stroke or had a stroke, sometimes they just kind of go away. But if my dog had a stroke, I would really be seeking out the advice right now of a veterinary neurologist, someone who deals with the brain. Let him take a look. It may cost a little bit more upfront, but it's going to save money in the long run and maybe save the dog a lot of pain. So anytime you're dealing with stroke, and did their regular vet diagnose it as a stroke?
I'm not sure. I haven't been able to. I talk to them sometimes because it's when I get to see them.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend at this point, if their veterinarian diagnosed it as a stroke, he might have given some type of medication for it. But I really think it's always a good idea to get a second opinion from a veterinary neurologist whenever you're dealing with issues like a stroke or seizures or something to that effect.
Oh, okay.
And there's plenty of veterinary neurologists in your area.
Okay.
So,
one quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had since I deal with people that ask for things for animals a lot, somebody was telling me that they were getting yogurt, Greek yogurt for their dog to give them the microbes to help increase in the stomach of the dog. what's your opinion on that?
Well, let me recommend something better, okay? Let me recommend something that's specifically made so that the dog's stomach and the gut is in good shape. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put you on hold, Damien. Listen to me carefully. I'm putting you on hold, and I am going to send you an incredible gift. I'm going to send you some Lucy Pet Formulas for Life pet food. And the reason I'm sending that to you, with their prebiotic formula, it really helps with the probiotics in their diet. And this is better than giving the dog yogurt. Some dogs with yogurt, they have difficulty digesting sometimes. So using a food like Lucy Pet Formulas for Life with their prebiotic formula, you hear me doing some commercials a little bit later, absolutely great. I'm on the way. Try it. I'm sure it's going to make a big difference for you. Hey, the phone number here, 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. I still got hugs and kisses to give away, more Lucy pet food to give away, kids and pet stain and odor remover, T-shirts, copies of my book, Author Suit Gold, Mushroom Max, Lucy Pets Cat's Incredible Cat Litter. Great items to give away. Again, a reminder that many of the gifts I give away here on the Pet Show are worth $25, $35, $40 and more. So it's a great time to give me a call. I will help you with your pet's behavioral issues, and at the same time, a great gift will be on the way to them on this beautiful St. Patrick's Day. I'm still waiting for some people. Anyone out there have a dog with an Irish name? Give me a call. If your dog has an Irish name, I want to know. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. A quick break, then right back to your phone calls.
Warren Eckstein, the man for your pets. We tried to stumble, but we haven't yet. Your dog is barking, your cat missed the box. Your ferret's chewed up all your favorite socks. He sure knows how to get inside your pet's head. But baby, it's you who needs to be trained instead.
And welcome back to the second hour of the Pet Show on this St. Patrick's Day. I'm Warren Eckstein. Phones are jam-packed. We'll get to all your calls. Simone, Rick, Bart, Patty, Don. Question of the day, pretty simple. Do your pets often know what you're thinking? Do you believe they do, like I do? Also, just a reminder, I have not done this in a long, long time. So mark this date down. Coming up on April 22nd, that's Sunday, April 22nd. Normally, when I answer your pet questions and I'm out in the field, you see me broadcasting from Red Barn or another location. This is a Sunday. I'm not on the air on Sunday. That means I'm going to be here doing nothing but answering all of your pet and animal questions. It's kind of like Dogs on the Couch with me. It's going to take place on Sunday, April 22nd at the Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park. Great stuff. I'll be giving away lots of free gifts that day. Go to my website, thepetshow.com, for more information on this event. You're not going to want to miss it. Take it from me. I haven't done a Pet on the Couch in a long time, so this is going to take place on April 22nd at Sepulveda Basin Off-Leash Dog Park. Besides answering your questions and helping you cope with your pets, I got lots of great stuff to give away as well, so mark that date down on your calendars. The phones are absolutely crazy. They're jamming like nuts, so let me get right back to them. Let me go to... where am I going? Let me go to Simone in Thousand Oaks. Hey, Simone. I should learn how to use a mouse. Simone, welcome to the Pet Show.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
And back, it's Warren O. Eckstein today.
Oh, lovely. I have a 14-and-a-half-year-old Doxy. As a matter of fact, today is his half year. And at night, he's waking up every couple of hours, kind of making low noises that continually will get louder.
Yeah, and you want to know why.
And exactly, I will take him out to see if he has to go to the bathroom. A lot of times he doesn't. Once in a great while he does. Sometimes he might want to drink of water. But basically, and it's been going on for the last probably week. Let me
explain something. Let me explain. I'm going to talk about myself. Can I talk about myself?
Sure.
There are times it is right, show. Thank you. There are times in my life where I've been known to sleep for 12 or 13 hours, the sleep of the dead. Okay, that I've been known to do that. However, now that I'm a little bit older, I'm up every morning at 4:30. I'm up maybe once or twice during the night. So there's a lot of things involved. Number one, it could just simply be that the dog's clock is a little off based on his age. However, we're talking about a dachshund. You know, dachshunds have arthritic problems with their back, sometimes their legs. So very often when we have a dog, especially an older dog, 14, 15, 16 years old, that's not sleeping the way it was sleeping through the night, very often it goes into a sleeping position, but there's some pain involved involved. And if there's a pain involved, that could be waking the dog up as well. So that's something you may want to consider. Also, if it's pain, you may want to speak to your vet about maybe using some type of medication to alleviate the pain and give your dog the opportunity to have a good night's sleep. However, don't give him anything over the counter until you speak to your veterinarian. He may, sometimes it's just a matter of keeping the dog up a little bit later. What time do you go to sleep at night?
Well, we usually go to sleep around 10.
Okay.
10.
And what time does the dog start waking up?
Oh, he'll wake up 12:30 a.m., then around maybe 2:30, 3:30 again.
And do you feed him at that? What do you do at that point when he's waking up?
Oh, when I just usually will take him out to see if he has to go to the bathroom, or sometimes he'll want to drink a water.
Don't you have water down for him where he can get to himself?
Well, we're in our bedroom. We usually keep the door closed, so yeah.
Well, let me tell you. You know what you see in my bedroom? In my bedroom, there's an extra water dish, a little treat dish when I go to sleep at night.
Okay.
It's also possible he's not eating the same way. It's maybe not eating as much, although dachshunds usually have a pretty good appetite. He may not be eating as much as he used to, so maybe getting up in the middle of the night because he's hungry. He may be getting up.
He's eating. He's got a good appetite.
Okay, or maybe, but
well.
maybe it also may be that as we get older, we need to drink a little bit water. So maybe a little bit more water left there at night. But anyway, I would definitely at this point speak to your vet. It could be pain, it could be nothing, and it just could be old age, just like me getting up in the middle of the night a few times. It could be the dog doing the same thing.
Oh, thank you so much, Warren. I appreciate it.
Don't go anywhere. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put you on hold. And you know what? I am also going to send you a coupon for kids and pet stain and odor removal. And the reason I'm sending it to you is he's 14. My dog's 16. My dog, Cisco, at 16, has never had an accident in the house. But I keep the kids and pets there just in case because he's getting a little bit older. And as we get older, problems going to crush. Some kids and pet stain and odor remover on its way to you. And I do appreciate that phone call. Let me go to, you know what? Let me go to Patty. Got to go to Patty on St. Patrick's Day. Hey, Patty, welcome to the show.
Hi, Warren.
How you doing, Patty? Are you really Irish, Patty?
My grandparents were from there, yes.
Ah, there you go. So what can I do for you?
Well, I just want to let you know you wanted an Irish name.
Yeah.
And my dog is named after my grandfather, who was a Rooney. So people often think it's Mickey Rooney, and I go, no, it's Patrick Rooney.
Patrick Rooney. So
Rooney.
A good Irish name. What kind of dog is Rooney?
I call him an Irish Springer Spaniel, but he is an English Springer Spaniel.
Of course, there's no such thing as an Irish Springer. Let me, while you got you on the phone here, I am going to do this right now. As soon as I can find it. What'd you do with it, Warren? All these papers I got in front of me. Come on, where's my papers here? I know they're here. What I'm going to do is coming up right now, I am going to give you a list. Everyone out there, listen. This is a list of every Irish breed of dog. Okay, you ready, this, Patty?
Okay.
The Irish Red Setter. The Irish Setter. We all know the Irish Red Setter. We always know the Irish Glen of Emal Terrier. The Irish Red and White Setter, which was the original. A lot of people don't know that. Before the Red Setter, there was a Red and White Setter called the Irish Red and White Setter. Obviously, the soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, the Irish Terrier. For those people that have allergies out there, check out the Irish Water Spaniel, kind of like the Portuguese Water Dog. The Irish Wolfhound, the tallest breed. The Kerry Beagle. If you've never seen a Kerry Beagle, nothing cuter. The Kerry Blue as well. And as I said earlier, the Manx is as close to an Irish cat as we have from the Isle of Man. So anyway, what kind of dog did you say Rooney was?
He's an English Springer Spaniel.
Oh, an English Springer Spaniel. You called him an Irish Springer. You're going to start a war by calling it English Springer Spaniel.
Well, when I was over there, that's what they called them. So I thought, okay, that's what you are.
I guess you can name them anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to send you a jar of my own hugs and kisses to keep Rooney in the best shape ever. Oh, Rooney in the best shape ever. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Sometimes I wish California was kind of like New York in one way. Listen to me carefully. The New York State Senate, the state Senate in New York voted Monday to extend orders of protection to pets. How important is that? The Family Court Act would be changed to include pets, and a court could order a party to either give up a pet or stay away from an animal. The reason for this change is to extend the protection given to the victims of domestic abuse. The court could prevent the abuser from any contact with the victim's pet as well. That is so important. When I used to investigate in New York, how many times when there was a breakup and there was anger and hatred, one person would take out their anger and hatred on the person's pet. How crazy that is, maybe. But now, New York State passed a law. Come on, Los Angeles, California. Let's do the same thing. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. Let's go to, oh, God, so many great calls here. Let's go to Rick in Marina Del Rey. Hey, Rick in the Marina. Welcome to the Pet Show.
Hey, good happy Irish Day. I have an Irish cat. His name is Murray, Mr. Murray, and he's orange. Are all orange cats male?
No, not all orange cats are male. Believe me, they're orange female cats as well. In fact, I've actually seen a calico male, which is pretty rare.
Oh, okay, because I always understood that calicos were predominantly female.
Which is true.
And the ginger cats were predominantly male. We named my cat Murray because my friend said he was an Irish Jew. He looked Irish because he's orange, and I'm Jewish, so we named him Murray for the first name. He'd be Jewish, and Murray for the last name, he'd make him Irish.
But today it's Omari. Omari today.
Omari, you know what? That's his new name.
There
Omari.
you go.
I live on a cruiser boat, and my cat loves the boat. It once in a while brings me back. His collar says Meese Patrol, and then my phone number, MEECE Patrol. He brings me back once in a while a mouse, and he eats them. And I'm always worried if that's dangerous for his health, catching and eating mice.
Yeah, let me explain something to you, okay? First of all, if you lived in Maine or Oshkosh or Duluth, I would not be nearly as concerned. But the fact that you live in the marina, an area I know pretty darn well, when you walk around the marina, there's all kinds of rat traps and mouse traps, and people put down poisons as well. So my fear is if your cat does in fact grab a mouse, perhaps and especially most cats don't eat them, they just grab them and bring them home. But if he's eating them, he could actually ingest some of the poison that may have been used on the mice or the rats in the area. So I'd be very, very conscientious about that as well. But that would be my main fear, that very often, and I've seen this happen where a cat would get real sick and in some cases actually pass away because he ate a mouse or some other type of animal that had eaten some type of poison that someone put down for them.
I make a point. I go to my vet, probably every 3 or 4 months just to make sure. But he's real healthy, and he's almost 5 years old.
God bless him.
And this cat is so smart that people call him a dog. They say he's like a dog. And I've talked to it. I've been on the boat, and this cat is so smart, and it knows whenever I'm not feeling well, whether emotionally or physically, it acts differently. It'll sleep on my pillow or near me and cuddle up and purr. And when life is great, it runs around like a teenager. It comes in and eats the food and just pretends like everything's good. But whenever I'm sick or whenever I'm not feeling well, like both emotionally or physically, then this cat is really smart. Everybody loves him on the dock because it keeps the birds away. But I'm always afraid of the mice.
Yeah, you got to be conscientious about that. But you said something that kind of irked me a little bit there, Rick.
What?
You said that people think your cat is so smart that sometimes he behaves like a dog. What makes you and other people assume that dogs are smarter than cats?
Well, that's what I try to tell people. I've trained this cat. It's absolutely amazing, and it'll follow me, and it listens to commands. And so, I tell people that I've been both a dog and a cat person, and this cat is smart. Cats are smart. And, all my friends say, oh, it's just like a dog. And I try to tell my friends that don't like cats.
Rick,
the cats are smart if you treat them well.
You listen to me carefully, Rick. I'm going to put you on hold, and I am going to send you a gift, okay? But I'm going to take a break right now. And that goes for everyone listening out there, and those people watching on Facebook as well. I've heard this over and over again. Warren, my cat is so smart. He almost acts like a dog. Dogs are so much smarter than cats. You know what I say to that? I'm not going to tell you what I say to that. But when I come back, I'm going to take a break. And then we got Gary, Bart, Don, Cynthia. When I come back, I will prove to you once and for all that cats just might be smarter than any of your dogs out there. Doubt me? Let me take a break. When we come back, I will absolutely prove it to you. The phone number here, 866. Oh, I didn't know. What am I sending Rick? We're going to send Rick. You know what? Let's send Rick one of my cat books, okay? How to get your cat to do what you want. Appreciate that phone call. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. And we are back on the Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein. So recently, With a last name like Eckstein, you can guess from Long Island that my background is not Irish, but my lovely wife Denise is from Omaha, Nebraska, and her whole family, who I've recently met, by the way, tons of them. All of a sudden, I have all this Irish family in Omaha, Nebraska. Interesting. So I guess I am now considered part Irish. Oh, Eckstein. That's what it is for this week. Hey, 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. Our phones are jam-packed. They're totally full. I will get to as many calls as I can. But if you were listening to that last call, once again, someone said, why is it that dogs are so much smarter than cats? Listen to me carefully, okay? Are cats smart? Ever wonder how smart your cat really is? In the classic argument of cats versus dogs, dogs almost always come out on top in terms of intelligence. Dogs are members of the police force. They can be trained to help the disabled with all kinds of tasks. And cats, well, cats rarely, if at all, take part in any of these tasks. But just because cats aren't serving the community doesn't mean they aren't intelligent. Believe it or not, cats, listen to me carefully, eyes out there, cats' brains are actually on a higher level than dogs, with 300 million neurons compared to 160 million in dogs, and a larger amount of surface folding in their brains. The more surface folding matters, more size when it comes to intelligence. Cat brains function at a higher level than dog brains. The structure of a cat's brain is actually, here you go, guys, is actually 90% similar to ours. So are cats smarter than dogs and just doing one of these when we want them to do something? I don't know. My belief is cats and dogs are equally as intelligent. What you put in is what you get out. But I'm so tired of people saying, oh, dogs are smarter than cats because they do everything we tell them to do. Well, let me ask you a question. If you're working with an intelligent person, they wouldn't do everything you told them to do. They would question. So cats, maybe cats are smart enough to question what our expectations may be. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. Smart Cat's here. Smarty Cat. Let's go to Bart in West LA. Hey, Bart, welcome to the show.
How are you, Warren?
I'm doing super. What's up?
Good, good. I have 4 indoor cats, 2 males and 2 females. The 2 females will go at each other. It's loud. It's just unbelievable. So is there any way to take these 2 cats, these 2 females, and have them get along?
I guess
they got along in the very beginning. One is 2 years old and one is 6 years old. But they've been getting along for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and then all of a sudden they just started growling at each other.
The true definition of a cat fight, huh, Bart?
Yes, absolutely.
Listen to me carefully. It's not uncommon for 2 female cats to be more aggressive with each other than sometimes 2 male cats. And the best way to resolve the issue when you have female cats that are aggressive with each other is not by trying to confront it and correct them. It's by trying to distract them. Because the minute you confront them and create a scenario, what you're doing is actually causing more animosity on one towards the other. So you have 4 cats. They're indoor cats. I'm assuming your house looks like take this the right way, a cat house. You know, you have toys for them to play with, scratching posts and all that stuff. A couple of things that I would be doing, you hear me talk about this all the time, because I'm sure most of the items in the house are there all the time. Their focus is on each other all the time. I want their focus changed 4 or 5 times a day. That's where the bags and the boxes and all that stuff you hear me talk about come into play. Also growing organic plants for them that are safe, catnip, whatever. I think the more distraction you put into the house and put them all over the place, the less apt they are to be assertive towards each other, because they're more interested in exploring all of these new things that are coming to the house on a regular basis. And as you hear me say all the time, Bart, you know, boxes and bags are free, so you can change them every day, and they all have different smells. So I think sometimes the best way to deal with the aggressive problem that you're having is by increased distraction. Now, I go into that in a lot more detail, aggressive behavior, in my book, and I'll send you a copy before we hang up. But I think it's really important to understand that anytime you have 4 animals living in an environment together, you know, 1 or 2 of them are going to have their little bit of bouts. So the best way to deal with the bout is not by separating them, not by yelling and screaming or whatever people do. It's by just making sure that the environment is constantly changing, because as you hear me say all the time, cats are so nomadic by nature, they're more focused on new items than each other. I think that'll make a difference for you. Now, if not, there's some great chapters in the book and some other things I can do, but I think that's a good basic starting point, Bart.
Well, all 4 of them like to sleep on the bed at night. And the female against the other female, she won't come upstairs anymore. She stays down in a little bed downstairs. And the other one is like, well, I've taken over and I'm not letting you come up.
Yeah, well, you have to force the situation. In other words, during the day, if you happen to be home during the day or on a weekend, you make sure that they're all four back in bed with you.
Okay.
And and just don't accept the behavior from the other one. In other words, don't overreact to it, but don't accept it. Just make sure that that all four cats are together, because now what's happening is you have one cat that's becoming fearful, another cat that's becoming more macho, and therefore you're going to make more of a separation. So you need to force the situation a little bit, bring the four cats together, let them stay together if one's more assertive, but just make sure in the bedroom itself, around the bedroom area, there's all kinds of new things coming in specifically just before you go to bed, so that the cats can explore them and focus on them rather than each other.
Okay, by the way, the Hugs and Kisses product and the Lucy pet litter, it's fantastic.
You're really enjoying it.
Oh, absolutely.
I hope. It's interesting. It's interesting you said that, Bart. I've been on the air now for a little over 33 years. Okay, I started when I was 9, but I've been on for a little over 33 years. And if you ever hear me on my show, whether it be this show or my national Canadian show, talking about a product in my voice, with my mouth, you can rest assured that it's a product either I personally use or endorse 100%. So you got that right, both the Hugs and Kisses and the Lucy Pet Cat's Incredible Cat Litter, super products. Bart, I'm going to put you on hold. Now that you have those, I'm going to send you a copy of how to get your cat to do what you want, and give those cats a big hug and a kiss, and bless you for keeping them inside. It's the right thing to do. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number, 866-870-5752. I got to take a break. When we come back, we have Don in Corona, we have Cynthia in Costa Mesa, Gary in Huntington Beach, Greg also in Costa Mesa, D. Corona Del Mar. We'll get all your calls, I promise. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. But just a reminder, I always tell people this: grab your pens and papers, because you all know I do my national Canadian show right after this. And when I do that show, I'm going to give you that phone number. It's the same type of show. So if you can't get through, you're driving around, you're taking an Uber home from the local St. Patty's Day to your house, I'll give you that number. You can call me on the national show, same type of show. I give away the same type of items. I'll give you that number a little bit later. And we are back on the pitch. I love bagpipes. The other day I was walking down in Santa Monica. You have the players on the streets. It was actually the first time I've seen this. Actually, guys standing on the walk along the ocean playing bagpipes. First time I've seen guitars there and other, but bagpipes. I love the sound of bagpipes. Sometimes they make me sad. They always remind me of New York City police and firemen being at their funerals. You always see the bagpipes, and I've been to too many. Hey, we are back on the Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein. Grab your pens and papers. I'm going to give you the phone number for the national show in a little while, but we've got plenty of time here right now. This phone number, 866-870-KRLA. Let me go to Costa Mesa and Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia, welcome to the show.
Hey, Warren.
How are you today?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
You too. Hey, I heard about your looking for Irish names.
Yeah.
My West Highland Terrier is named Higgins.
That's a pretty Irish name.
That's very Irish. But I would love to talk about my cat that I rescued. Well, the vet said he was about 5.5 weeks old. He probably was 1 to 2 days max away from dying. He was so starving. He was on a truck, which we have no idea where it came from. And he's almost 3, and he's really started to use his claws on my furniture, my things. And I keep hearing you, I'm a newer listener. I keep hearing you talk about how you can stop this behavior, but I haven't heard the solution yet.
Okay, well, the solution is, if you have a cat is it the same home you're in?
Yes.
Okay, and when did the scratching start? He hadn't scratched or done this. When did it start?
Well, part of the problem was I used to work out of my home, and now, unfortunately, I work in an office, so that's probably part of it. Is
that about when you started working in the office? Is that about when the scratching started?
A little bit. I mean, he might have started it a little bit prior to that.
Yeah.
But it's probably amped it up now.
Well, let me explain why, okay? A lot of people assume that cats only scratch to keep their nails trimmed and alleviate stress. Well, it really does help. The fact that you're out of the home more, I'm sure the cat is more stressed and therefore is alleviating stress by scratching more. But there's also another reason. The fact that you worked out of your home and you spent so much time with the cat when you were home, and now that you're out of the home, the cat wants you to come back and be with him. So is that causing the cat to scratch? You may not say, what are you talking about, Warren? But listen to me. Cats have scent glands on the bottom of their feet. So by starting to mark and scratch all different items at this point, what he's doing is putting marks around the house as a way for you to come home or find your way home. So he's not doing it because he's angry that you went away. He's doing it because he wants you to be home more often. So how do you resolve the problem? Again, here's what I suggest. You heard me talk about cardboard boxes. They're free. Go to Ralph's, go to whatever you need to do. Get 3-4 cardboard boxes. Every one smells different. It's like kitty nirvana. Put 1 or 2 down in the house. The next day, throw those away and put new ones down. Paper bags, just cut off the handles. Grow some organic catnip for the cat as well. All of those things will make a difference, because if there's something new coming into the house, the cat's going to want to put his scent more on that than things that have been there the whole time. So that's my recommendation. More stimulation mentally, cardboard boxes, paper bags, that's critical. And by doing that, you'll start noticing that his focus is going to be more on that and less on things that he's already scratched. That is the best way to resolve it. I hope that answers the question for you there, Cynthia.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, I'm constantly buying them toys and bringing in.
Yeah, but toys are toys. They smell, you know, from a cat's point of view, the toys smell like rubber. They're boring, or latex. They're boring. When you go to the supermarket and you bring them a cardboard box, it could smell like chicken, could smell like liver, could smell like lettuce, could smell like radishes. Every time you bring a box home, could smell like fish. It's a brand new box. It's something entirely different. So it's not that you're bringing something into the house that after a day or two, it smells the same way, because you're changing the boxes every couple of days and you're being creative. You're putting one on top of the other, cutting a hole in one. That's the way an indoor cat should enjoy life, by having the same stimulation as he would have outside, but only in an indoor, safe manner. Make all the difference in the world for you, Cynthia.
Okay, that sounds like an idea.
Also, do you have a copy of my book?
No.
How would you like one?
I would.
I'm not sending it to you. No. I'm going to put you on. I'm going to put you on hold. The lovely Suzette will pick up, and a copy of How to Get Your Cat to Do What You Want will be on its way to you. Hey, some more very popular Irish names: Egan, Ennis, Erin, Fergus, Finbar, Flan, Flannery, Flanagan and Flynn, Kerrigan, Molly, O'Malley, Oren, Patrick, Patty or Patty Noble, Puka. I guess it's Puka. Yeah, Fuka. Fuka or Puka, Reagan and Tressa, the most common Irish names for their dogs in Ireland. 866-870-KRLA, the phone number. Let's go to Gary. Hey, Gary. Well, let me go here. Gary, why am I having trouble? Gary, welcome to the Pet Show.
Hello, Warren.
How you doing today?
I am doing good. How are you?
I could not be better.
Good. I got a question. Actually, I've got 2 questions for you. I've got a little.
We charge for the second one. You know that.
Will you take a check?
Yeah, I've been there before. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. I got a little Karen Terrier named Rachmaninoff von Strudel.
Hold it. What do you call the dog?
Rocky.
Okay, that's what I want.
Yeah. And when he does his business, either number 1 or number 2, he turns around and smells it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, look what I just did.
Yeah.
Or, hey, look out for me, because I just did this.
Very, very common behavior. My dog does the same thing. He'll turn around and sniff it. And some people say, get away, you know what? It's a dog. That's what dogs do. They smell it for several different reasons. Number 1, it's also a way of finding out if they're healthy or not. I believe that. Number 2, it's also a way of them determining the different smells of their poop or their pee. It's also a way of kind of making sure that other animals may not be attracted to it. It's kind of interesting, because if you always notice that the dog will always circle before they pee or they poop.
They'll do what, I'm sorry?
Circle. They'll make a little circle before they poop.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is when a dog is in the process of pooping, they're easily attacked by predators. So they'll circle, get wind direction so they can smell any predators coming at them. But in terms of smelling their pee and their poop, you know, I can't get inside their head, but I got to tell you that from my experience over 33 years and 40,000 animals, very, very common. Nothing to worry about at all. How come you didn't name the dog Toto after the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Well, it's was that a Karen Terrier?
Oh, absolutely, it was a Karen Terrier. Sure.
Oh, I guess I haven't seen the movie for a while.
There you go, Toto. Yeah, Toto was a Karen Terrier. Actually, it's an interesting story because Toto got paid more than the Munchkins when they were filming the movie. True story. They filmed it in Culver City. I did not make that up. True story. Anyway, listen, don't go anywhere. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to put you on hold, and I am going to send you for your dog. I am going to send you. What do I want to send you? I am going to send you. I'm going to send you some Mushroom Max to keep the dog in really good health. A great product by my good friends over. You know what? I'm going to send you Mushroom Max on its way to you. I appreciate the phone call. By the way, the phone number here, 866-870-KRLA. But here's the deal. Gary, Don, Dee, I will get to your calls. But when we come back, grab a pen and paper. I'm going to give you all the phone number for my national and Canadian show. It starts at 1 o'clock right after I get off the air here. I just go across the hall to a different studio. Now, this goes all over the United States and Canada. However, you guys will be the first ones calling in. I give away the same gifts. It's the same type of show. So if you're driving around, doing an Uber because you had one too many at the local tavern on St. Patrick's Day, and do use Uber or Lyft if you're doing it, or a cab, give me grab a pen. I'll give you that number in a few minutes. You can give me a call starting at 1 o'clock, and we'll answer your questions there and give away the same type of gifts. But right now, if you want to call me here, the phone number 866-870-KRLA, 866-870-5752. And we are back on the Pet Show. Let me give you that phone number for the national show, just in case I run out of time. If you're driving around, you didn't have a chance to call, same type of show, give away the same gifts. Write this number down. Start calling it at 1 o'clock. Be patient. They will get to your calls. That number, 877-725-8255, 877-725-8255, 877-725-8255, the phone number. Greg in Costa Mesa, welcome to the Pet Show.
Hi, Warren.
How you doing? I'm doing super. What's up?
I have an absolutely fabulous American Field Chocolate Lab service dog. He is so incredible. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
He is almost as smart as a cat.
Not quite, but almost.
Almost.
You didn't say that in front of him, did you?
He accepts it. He knows cats. He likes cats.
All right, that's cool. As long as he accepts it, I have no problem with it.
Yeah. You know what I tell men who say they don't like cats?
What?
I say, you will never understand and appreciate women until you like cats.
It's kind of an interesting concept. You know what I say to people who don't like cats?
What?
You don't like cats because you've never been owned by one. That's how I believe. I don't want to run out of time, so what can I do to help you out?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, my dog Gilligan, best Irish name mentioned today.
There you go. Yeah.
He goes with me everywhere, but he has one habit that I'm having a really hard time trying to break, and that is he will head dive for food. Not all the time. I've broken him of it a little bit, but there are times where in areas where there's an awful lot of residual food on the ground and whatnot, and he'll sometimes try to go after it, and it is, as I'm sure you could understand, very aggravating.
Well, let me ask you a question. Does he does he ever complain about the way you eat?
Well, he knows I eat healthy, and he knows.
No, but when you say he's diving, I'm assuming now. I may be wrong, but I'm assuming that what you're talking about is that when there's food on the floor, he'll dive after it.
When there's like ice cream puddles or bread or food that people drop on
Yeah,
the ground.
that's a hard one. One of the things you need to do, and I was doing a lot of work with dogs specifically trained for people with seizures and hearing losses. One of the most important words that we taught the dogs was leave it. Leave it meant leave it.
He knows that word.
Well, you got to be but you got to be consistent. In other words, if you say leave it 5 times and the 6th time he picks up the ice cream or the bread, forget the 5 times before you said it. The continuity is so critical. But also, one of the labs I worked with many years ago with a similar situation is I would find one item that this dog absolutely adored and couldn't live without, and the only time he got that is when we took him for a walk. So he would walk proudly carrying this item down the street and totally could care less about anything laying on the streets at all. So that would be another recommendation. Other than that, it's a difficult one to resolve. It's instinctive behavior, but if you can find one item, let him carry it around, I think it'll make all the difference for you.
Okay.
Give it a shot. Let me know.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Give him a hug and a kiss, man. Anyway, don't go anywhere. I'll put you on hold, and I am going to send you, I'm going to send you one of my T-shirts that say none of my friends woke up right. Wear that all over Costa Mesa. People will love it. Quick break, then right back to your phone calls. And we are back on the Pet Show. Here's what I want to do. I don't want to rush anybody, but Dee, Don, Joni, you got great questions for me. Joni in Westlake Village, Don in Corona, Dee in Corona Del Mar. So here's what I want to do. I don't want to rush you. So write this number down. It's the number for my national show. It starts at 1 o'clock. Be patient, though. Give them a call at 1 o'clock. I'll make sure you guys are my first 3 callers on the National Canadian Show. It's the same type of show. I give away the same type of gifts. The show does go all over the U.S. and Canada, but you'll be the first ones calling. You see, I start the show at 6 minutes after, so if you start calling at 1 o'clock before I go on the air, you guys will be the first ones there. And as I said, I got some great gifts to give away. Here's the phone number for the national show. So those people have been driving around or maybe out there shopping for St. Patty's Day and didn't get a chance to call me but want to find out how to resolve any issues that their dogs or cats may be having with them or vice versa. There's the number to call me. Again, start calling 1 o'clock, but please be patient. The call goes to Washington, D.C., then it comes back here. Here's the phone number for the network show. 877-725-8255. 877-725-8255. That is the way to get through. And just a reminder, we made some changes also. What we've done is a lot of stuff I've posted on YouTube over the years, and I've never really talked to you guys about it. So I'd like you to go to my YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Warren Eckstein. There's tons of videos there that I made. Some are short, some are long. Some you can actually see me resolving behavioral issues with people at their home. So check it out, youtube.com/Warren Eckstein.